Chris Bumpstead has done it. He recently defended his Mr. Olympia title in the men's physique class and became the most aesthetic man in the world for the 4th time in a row, ahead of Brazilian Ramon Roca Queiroz and German Urs Kalasinski at the age of only 27. And that's not surprising. His form was once again outstanding at this Mr. Olympia, and it is therefore no wonder that Chris Bumpstead is a huge inspiration for many men around the world who dream of having such a great body. A body that Chris Bumpstead has achieved with hard training, the right diet, and of course, some performance-enhancing substances. But what does CBum actually take? Well, that's exactly what you'll find out in today's video. So watch it all the way to the end, because we reveal the steroid stack of Chris Bumpstead, the undisputed men's physique Mr. Olympia. First things first, Chris Bumpstead is very open about his steroid use. Makes sense. After all, anyone who wants to even remotely compete in a Mr. Olympia contest simply has to be on steroids, and everyone who knows anything about professional bodybuilding knows that. By the way, CBum himself says that he tries to get the most out of the lowest possible doses of steroids. He is simply trying to keep the side effects at bay, the likelihood and intensity of which naturally increase with higher doses. Right after Mr. Olympia, Chris Bumpstead is taking a break from the gym and going on holiday. He does this every year to give himself some rest. And during this period of about 4 to 6 weeks, he doesn't take any performance-enhancing substances whatsoever. When he starts training again, he begins with 200 milligrams of testosterone a week, a relatively low dose. And there's a reason for that. Chris Bumpstead is already in perfect shape, and therefore has no need to get any bigger. After all, the men's physique class is primarily about aesthetics and not about who is the most massive bodybuilder, as in the men's open class. So CBum can keep most of his muscles in the off-season with this rather small dose after the Mr. Olympia competition, and that is exactly what he wants to achieve with it. By the way, he has a blood test 4 times a year to make sure that all the values are okay. After the first blood test a year, he increases his testosterone dose to 500 milligrams a week, and that's what he sticks to in the off-season, reaching a weight of about 265 pounds at a height of about 6'1". Once the competition season starts, CBum of course takes some other steroids as well. What exactly is not known because he purposely does not go into details, so that as many young fans do not simply copy his plans and possibly damage their health that way. However, we think that in the competition season, CBum increases the 500 milligrams testosterone to about 1,000 milligrams a week, and also takes 500 milligrams trenbolone weekly and 100 milligrams Anavar daily. Additionally, we also estimate that he takes growth hormones, insulin, some SARMs, and a few other performance-enhancing substances. Chris Bumpstead knows that steroids are not healthy, but he accepts the possible side effects in order to be the best of the best. And he only is because, in addition to his steroid use, he simply has extremely good genetics and an enormous amount of discipline. So train hard, eat healthy, try everything you can to reach your natural limit, and only use steroids, if at all, when you are at a level where you can simply only progress with performance-enhancing substances. And even then, steroids are usually not a good idea unless you are making massive amounts of money with professional bodybuilding. Because in the end, your health is the most important thing in your life, and you can also achieve an extremely massive and attractive body in a natural way. That's it again for today. If you liked the video, share it with your friends.